In the quiet town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, during the 1960s, a series of strange events shook the community. Between 1966 and 1967, countless people reported seeing a bizarre winged creature with glowing red eyes. Locals began to call it the Mothman. Some believed it was a supernatural omen of disaster, while others thought it might be a misidentified bird, a cryptid, or even something extraterrestrial. But one thing was certain: the people of Point Pleasant would never be the same. The legend began on the night of November 12, 1966, near Clendon, West Virginia. A group of grave diggers reported seeing a large winged humanoid figure flying low over the trees. Only 3 days later, on November 15th, two young couples, Roger and Linda Scarberry and Steve and Mary Mallette, encountered the creature near an abandoned TNT factory outside Point Pleasant. They described it as a gray man-like figure, nearly 7 feet tall with a wingspan of 10 feet. Its most terrifying feature? 2 glowing red eyes that seemed to pierce through the darkness. When they tried to drive away, the creature followed them, keeping pace with their car even at speeds of over 100 miles per hour. The TNT area, once a World War II munitions site, was filled with abandoned concrete, igloos, tunnels, and overgrown forests. For decades, locals had whispered about strange lights and odd happenings in that area. It became the center of Mothman sightings. Witnesses repeatedly claimed to see the creature standing near the abandoned buildings or swooping through the skies above. For a year, dozens of people came forward, ordinary townsfolk, police officers, and even reporters, all describing similar encounters. Some saw the creature on the roofs of cars. Others claimed it appeared outside their windows at night. Newspapers began reporting heavily on the sightings, giving the creature its now famous name, the Mothman. Reporters compared it to a comic book character, but the townspeople were not laughing. Fear spread throughout the region. Parents kept their children indoors, hunters roamed the forest searching for answers, and amateur monster hunters from across the country traveled to Point Pleasant. But the sightings weren't the only strange things happening. Many locals also reported mysterious phone calls, strange men in black suits visiting their homes, and UFO sightings in the skies above West Virginia. To some, it seemed like the Mothman was only part of a much larger and darker mystery. Then came tragedy. On December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge, which connected Point Pleasant to Ohio, suddenly collapsed during rush hour traffic. 46 people lost their lives in the disaster. In the aftermath, many locals connected the tragedy to the Mothman. Some claimed the creature had been seen on or near the bridge just before it fell. For them, the Mothman was not just a monster, but a warning, an omen of disaster. Since then, countless theories have emerged. Some say the Mothman was nothing more than a misidentified bird, perhaps a large heron or sandhill crane. Others argue it was a cryptid, an undiscovered species of animal living in the wilds of Appalachia. Conspiracy theorists suggest it might have been linked to government experiments or even extraterrestrial visitors, especially given the strange reports of men in black and UFOs around the same time. Paranormal enthusiasts, meanwhile, believe the Mothman is a harbinger of doom, appearing before major disasters. In fact, similar sightings have been reported in other parts of the world before tragedies, such as the Chernobyl disaster in 1986. Today, the town of Point Pleasant embraces its eerie legend. There's a Mothman statue in the center of town, a Mothman museum, and even an annual Mothman festival that draws visitors from all over the world. Whether the creature was real, imagined, or something in between, the Mothman remains one of America's most enduring mysteries. The people who lived through those terrifying nights in the 1960s still insist that what they saw was no ordinary animal. So the question remains, was the Mothman a cryptid, an alien, a spirit, or a warning? The truth may never be known, but for the people of Point Pleasant, the memory of glowing red eyes in the night sky will never fade. And if you enjoyed this strange journey into history's mysteries, don't forget to subscribe to History's Glitch. We release a new video every Sunday. Who knows what other forgotten secrets and eerie legends we'll uncover next?